D&D Studios itself was a legendary studio, and from that there was a label called D&D Records. I remember they put out a compilation album back in the 90s, but also you actually released how many albums? I remember Respect All, Fear None was one. Was that the only one you released on D&D Records?
Yeah, it was a one-off with them, and it was actually through Guru and Cream. They overseen the project, so yeah, they offered me a one-album deal, which was like, I mean, for me, it's historic because that studio goes back to the beginning of hip-hop, and it's a privilege. So, you know, and I was one of the few artists, I believe Craig G might have did an album with them, and maybe Kurt Cazell. But, you know, to be in that catalog with a historic studio is really something that's is really good, you know, as far as being amongst some of the greats that come in and out of that studio. So it was a privilege, to be honest.
Definitely elite and prestigious class of artists have went through that studio. Now, on that Respect All, Fear None album, you had some elite production from producers such as Alchemist, DJ Premier, Knots, and a few others. How did that come about, and how did you feel to get such great production behind your vocals from such a variety of producers?
Man, I felt honored. It actually didn't sink in until like years later. You know, I was a lot more young. My mind was like in different things. So it didn't dawn on me till years later when like people were running around and like really begging these type of producers to do production for them.
Right.
And, you know, shout out to Doug and Dave at D&D Studios and Premiere. They were able to talk to these producers and get them to be able to contribute something to the project. I was just a kid from Lawrence, you know, from off the street, you know what I mean? So,
right.
they, you know, for these dudes to take time off of their platform and you know, and what they were doing, you know, just to contribute to this project was really a really good moment in time for me.
Right. Now, as we